Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Did I welcome Sovereign? Although you changed your name, is it alright? I keep calling you Sov just out of habit. But anyway, welcome everyone to the. Okay, thank you. Uh, Welcome back to the Ace Combat 6 Aircraft Showcase. Last time we did a relatively long one where we looked at the F-14D Super Tomcat and the uh, Su-33 Flanker D. I rolled low on my Oh, you did. Okay, fair enough. But today we're going to look at the best multi-rolls in the game, the Pride of Ameria, and the Pride of Sapin. So first, let's look at the Pride of Ameria. The F-15E Strike Eagle. The F-15E adds a variety of air-to-ground modifications to the already excellent air superiority design of the F-15. It can be distinguished from its predecessor by the conformal fuel tanks and the fuselage, fitted to extend attack range without sacrificing payload. And as we can see, our stats are pretty damn good. We've got high speed, good air-to-air and air-to-ground, great stability, great defense. The only stat that could probably be better would be mobility. But, as we'll see, that's not a... I mean, the stat on the chart looks worse than it actually is. Are we going to be out dogfighting flankers? Probably not. But we don't really need to. And then our liveries for the base one, we've got the good old Air Superiority Gray, or Gunship Gray, or whatever you want to call it. Then there's the Estevakian Charcoal Lizard Camouflage, based off the prototype F-15E. Then the white with dark blue stripes, which is based off the pre-production F-15B, number 71-0290. If we look at real strange stats, the F-15E, it was originally produced by McDonnell Douglas, then later taken over by Boeing Defense, Space and Security. She was designed for the United States. She is currently in service. She's manufactured from 1985 to 2017. First introduced into the Air Force in 1988. And her current operators are the United States Air Force, the Saudi Air Force, the Israeli Air Force, and the South Korean Air Force. Singapore also uses the Strike Eagle. But no, the Strike Eagle is doesn't boast the air-to-air kill record that the Charlie Eagle does, but it's still a it's still a great kill record. Let me see if I can actually bring it up. I don't know the kill record off the top of my head. F-15. Team E. Strike Eagle kill ratio. It keeps coming up with the F-15 C's kill ratio. All that it's giving me is that the Strike Eagle has not been shot down by enemy aircraft. It has been shot down by enemy SAMs a couple times. Hi Sly, welcome to stream. I've been trying to find the Strike Eagle's kill ratio, and it keeps giving me the Charlie Eagle's kill ratio of 104-0. I know the Strike Eagle does not have that many kills. However, it has not been shot down by enemy aircraft. Google skill issue. Possibly. But anyway, we are armed with 180 AIM-9C Sidewinders, 60 AIM-120 AMRAAMs, 60 Mark 84 unguided bombs, 30 CBU-87 cluster bombs, or self-forging fragment submunitions. It's easier to say cluster bombs. And then 64 AGM-65 Mavericks. You know, I love the Strike Eagle in this game. It, in my opinion, is probably the best cannon plane of any of the protagonists for its game. Because of the sheer amount of versatility that it has. The only thing that could probably make it better would be a better dedicated air-to-air weapon, like either the Sparrow or the AIM-9X, aka QAM. But this is a multi-role aircraft for a multi-role game. So it makes sense. Use another craft and 6 after got the mud hen. That is completely fair. The mud hen, as Sovereign likes to call it, is really all you really need. Granted, some of the Strigan fights will be a bit more of a challenge, but the Strike Eagle is more than up for it.
Garuda team, time to take off.
I mean, it's the cannon plane for a reason. That's why I call it the pride of Ameria.
They took out King's Bridge! Who's attacking? What the hell is going on?
And we are doing the full cutscene.
Roger that. Preparing for takeoff. I want a damage assessment now. We've taken extensive damage from those bombers, including a number of civilian casualties. What's going on with the bombers? We can't hold out much longer. What? The orders from above! Bolter, taking off! Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff. Don't get overeager. Just do what you always do.
Also, I've maintained that of all the aircraft that have been the dual-seater aircraft that have been built off of a single-seater chassis, the Strike Eagle looks the best. The Hornet, not bad, but it does look kind of derpy. The flankers look derpy as hell. Hello, Ross. Welcome to Strike. Now, obviously, if it's a dual-seater that was originally designed to be a dual-seater, like the Tomcat, it looks perfectly fine. But a lot of them... F-16B is okay. I mean, it looks better than the flankers, but the F-16 is such a small platform that it looks a little unproportional. Oh, great. Not terrible. Sure. Also, the F-15 is the first aircraft that has the XMA-6. Normally, or before A-6... Oh, wait. I was talking about it and didn't switch to the weapons. Way to go, Raz. Let's just reset. Anyway. A6 is the first time you had a 6-volley multi-lock weapon. Because everything else, the XMAA, I believe, was just 4 missiles per volley.
Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1, you call the shots.
Sly can correct me otherwise. The CFA-44 is more than 6, and again, it comes in this game, but you have to unlock it once you beat the game on hard. Oh, I said that the XMA-6 was the first special weapon that you could use or unlock in any Ace Combat game that had up to 6 missiles per shot. Because I think the max previously was 4. With like the XMAA and the XLAA. XAGM. But the addition of those 2 missiles allows you to take on a lot more targets, which in A6 there's a lot of targets to go. We're outnumbered. No, he just has more. You say we're outnumbered. I say we're in a target-rich environment. Now, in terms of livery for the base game, I actually don't really like the Amerian livery because it's just gray. I much prefer the SP livery, but I figured I'd take the Amerian one because I call the Strike Eagle the pride of Ameria. So it'd kind of be sacrilege to do the base F-15E as anything but Talisman's plane. Nope.
I have him. Garuda 2 launched missile.
Okay, we gotta be careful about our AMRAMs.
That's it. Let's get this
We need
over
to
with
keep
quick.
enough for the Strigan Stomp.
Lock on.
Shoot them down so they can never do this again. We can't let any of the enemy survive.
Yeah, Estavakian's Inner Grace Maria talisman takes off. Why do I hear boss music?
I've been screened. Who the hell did that? Damn it, this. Now they shake me off. Thanks so much. Jake. We're heading for Sector E2. You guys take over here.
Enemy kill confirmed.
Garuda 2 fired.
That's the one thing that I really wish Ace Combat did earlier. That Project Wingman did. Because it is the boss warning siren. Now, granted, Zero had a boss warning siren for the enemy Ace squadrons and like B7R and stuff. They had an intro. Well,
Watch out. The enemy
the
has a
protagonist never had one.
lock. All airborne tanks have been destroyed. Ghost Eye, how are things on the ground?
But
We've managed
as
to
long as
stave
you're not
off so
playing
far.
mercenary on
We're gonna
Project
stay on constant
Wingman,
alert.
in Kings, once you kill all of C1's primary health bars and get... No, I get it, Sly. They do kind of overuse the Crimson Siren. But my point is, on less than mercenary difficulty, when Crimson 1 gets to his last health bar, his secret health bar, another boss warning siren shows up, and it's Monarch's symbol. Basically, C1 just got, hey, there's boss music now. Enjoy. Kind of implying that the player is actually the final boss of the game. And that aspect I do like.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock. Lock on. Enemy plane in gun range.
As the reeks of middle school ready.
Now, the enemy
I
has
suppose. I just find it funny. No, I know you're not really the final boss of the game, so I get that. But Monster Hunter does it too. In Iceborne, when you're fighting Fatalis, and you get to the final section of the fight after you use the Dragonator, it switches from Fatalis's music to Proof of a Hero, which is basically the Hunter's theme. It's the theme music power-up trope.
Lock on.
Pokemon Sun and Moon also do it with the
Don't waste any
champion
time.
theme.
Nice kill.
Technically, you're the champion. You're defending your title. That's your thing that everyone else hears. But yeah, I think for the final boss,
We have radar
or the
locked on.
final part of C1, after the bot or the Monarch boss siren sort of thing, switch it to the Presidia Liet motif to kind of further drive home that
Watch out. The
you
enemy
know,
has a
it,
lock on you. Not
the
gonna
tables have turned, so to speak. Well, Sly and I actually agree with a lot of things when it comes to Project Wingman. It's a good game, but it's a flawed game as well.
Commencing lock on.
the problem with Wingman is the story writing is, I mean, I like the world building and the lore behind everything, but the implementation feels kind of fanficky. And don't get me wrong, there's some good fanfics out there, but it's... You did do some fanfiction work. I mean, I've done some fanfiction work, but I acknowledge that my writing is shit.
Enemy dead ahead.
And Sly's right, a lot of the hardcore Project Wingman fans kind... It seems like they overhype the game to the point of ignoring its flaws. Like, I am one of Ace Combat 6's biggest shill. I love this game. It is my favorite Ace Combat game, if not flight game, of all time. And it is in my top 5 games of all time, in the top 3. However, I will be the first to admit this is not a perfect game. There are story beats that don't work.
Booster ignition complete. Launching.
And that's just things.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2.
So, while I love this game and will defend it to my dying days, I will concede points. Mission 11, Moloch Desert, definitely needs to be rewritten because, as written, it character assassinates Shamrock. But to a lot of Project Wingman hardcore fanboys, the game can do no wrong. Shamrock should have died in Chandelier. Because I'm okay with Shamrock living.
What the hell was that? Where are they coming from?
Cruise missile incoming.
Should they have explained it better? Probably. But if that's your biggest gripe against A6, I'm sorry.
This area.
There's other things you can gripe about. But if your biggest gripe is Moloch Desert assassinated Shamrock's character, you're preaching to the choir, because they totally did.
Warning, additional enemy planes have been spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many.
This is Stricken 12. Target acquired. Stricken 4 is down.
I think that's what we call a successful Stricken stomp. That was at least 6 Strickens down. Maybe 5, I don't know.
This area is no longer under control. All planes return to base. Stricken 4, I'm leaving you in charge. Roger, Lieutenant Colonel Belchak. I'll take command from here. Hope you make it, sir.
But that being said, do I hate Project Wingman as a game? No. I think I have fun with Project Wingman. I wish there were gameplay mechanics that Project Aces would implement in the future, especially the ability to equip multiple special weapons. I really love that one. But
It's only temporary. The plan
it
to
is an
withdraw,
indie game
meet up with all remaining
with all the
forces in each
pros
area,
and cons
regroup for a
that come with it.
counterattack. We can't afford to lose you.
No, I know you don't hate it
Follow the
either,
order.
right? But I think you and I
This is Garuda 2 to Garuda
are
1.
frustrated not by the game necessarily, it's by the fans. Yeah. Yeah.
You're about to exit the combat zone. Maintain your course west to leave the airspace.
Which direction are the missiles coming?
Appreciate getting your epic. That would, yeah, that would be nice if you got what you paid for.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the combat zone. And
Although you might want to ask for a
Promise we'll be
refund,
back for you.
provided they haven't spent it yet.
I promise.
Can't technically do. Oh, great. It's been too long. Well, yeah, you're never seeing that money again, Sly.
News died. Garuda 1, Talisman, and
Our military has escaped, but our capital and our central government has been usurped by them.
You know what the
The nation of Slovakia had declared war with our country.
The,
as it simultaneously launched a surprise attack on Grace
the
Mary.
fanboys
In
kind of
response,
remind me
the
of.
Republic of Emeria's political council unanimously
Has anybody
adopted a
seen
resolution of
the
open war
South Park
against the Federal
episode
Republic of
about the
Slovakia.
smugness?
Our forces remaining on the Emerian
Where,
mainland are still fighting in
The
desperation
smug
to
people
protect
found
our
their
country.
own farts.
Once our intelligence has been
That's
sorted
kind of
out,
what the ultra
the Republic of
fanboys
Emeria's
remind me
armed
of.
Forces must immediately regroup and counterattack against the beautiful country of America.
July 3, it'll be 7 years since Project Wing was successful. Oh, wow. 7 years. Damn. All right, well, let's see here. That one. Next up. Okay. So the next up, we're gonna stay on. We're gonna actually head to Bartolomeo. We're gonna start with Snake Pit and then go to
The
Quox.
final remnant of Slovakian
But-
forces on this island.
The livery that we're going with is the Active Strikes. The high maneuver experimental aircraft. The redesigned lightweight frame sacrifices durability and payload for a marked increase in turning performance. This is based off NASA's F-15 Active, which later became the SMTD. And we've got the NASA livery for it, complete with American markings. And as the stat block shows, we gain a lot in mobility. So this is definitely a dogfighting Strike Eagle. We gain 15 in mobility, but we take a penalty to pretty much everything else. -5 speed, -5 air-to-air, -10 air-to-ground, -5 stability, -15 defense, -30 sidewinders, -12 AMRAAMs, -30 bombs, -15 cluster bombs, and -12 Mavericks. Not my real. Well, no, it's not the real SMTD. It's still the Strike Eagle. It's just given the performance characteristics to emulate the SMTD and delivery to match. Oh, the FS-15? Oh, okay. I actually really like the FS-15 because of all the extra hard points. Wish it was two. Yeah, it would have been nice to be a two-seater. All right. We're going to start with the AMRAAMs, then we'll move on to the cluster bombs, probably. See if I can get those things to work.
Talisman, which plane should I pick? How about my weapon? Are we ready to fly? with
But
this
I
plane?
really like this livery.
Garuda team, time to take off.
I just don't like all the penalties that come with it. I mean, the stat penalties aren't that debilitating. It's the ammo penalties that can hurt. But yeah, this is a much more maneuverable Strike Eagle. It flies like an F-15C.
Garuda team, I need you to provide backup for each battalion. Begin operation.
Alright, where is
Use
yes,
the
there
operation
they are.
ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your
Hey,
radar display can
Shamrock,
toggle
go
for
kill.
each operation.
Roger that. You can count on me.
Yeah, even though all the other stats of the mobility did take a hit, the base stats are so high to begin with, you're really not gonna notice it too much.
Garuda team, give Snake Pit some cover. Missile evaded.
God damn it. In terms of sheer gameplay and AI capability, Shamrock is the best wingman
Checkpoint now.
in any Ace Combat game. I mean, we saw it last week. He was able to conjure XMA-4s out of thin air
Approaching the first checkpoint
in an
now.
aircraft that shouldn't be able to equip them.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out. Warlock Battalion has arrived at the first checkpoint.
I'll allow it. Now, in terms of characterization, I think Pixie is actually the best.
Missile struck target. Keep providing cover for
Not to
Snake
say
Pit.
that I hate Shamrock's character. I love Shamrock's character, but I think Pixie was better written
Garuda 1,
than
ESM is
Shamrock.
active.
Don't bunch up. We need to stay spread out.
Lock on. Enemy plane in gun range.
Warlock Battalion is under attack. Need to provide cover.
You can handle it, Lanner. I believe in you.
Missile strike confirmed.
Cut 15 minutes later, after I'm about done wrapping up Quox's operation. Warlock has to retreat. Damn it, Lanner!
Fox 2.
You had one job. I mainly did that for Sly.
Enemy dead ahead.
Fox Battalion has arrived at the
So I
first
say,
checkpoint.
thank you for the Lanner bashing.
Kill confirmed. Good job.
Chopper unit, huh?
Garuda 1 launched missile.
I don't see the choppers.
Lock on. Missile evaded.
Alright. We'll head to Bravo, but first we're gonna
Enemy elements have
reload.
been shut down throughout mission airspace. Well done, Garuda team.
But
Talisman.
look how pretty
Request allied support.
this livery is. I mean, they even emulated the NASA font on the tailcode for the GM there. Oh, a Ace Combat co-op campaign would be fantastic. I mean, the proof of concept was joint assault. It proved it could work. They just didn't do it in Infinity or 7. I mean, granted, I get why they didn't do it in 7. 7 was a return to form. And Ace Combat is first and foremost a single-player campaign. But I hope for the next one they seriously consider adding in a co-op campaign. I think it'd be great.
Perfect, Garuda 1. Garuda 1, begin landing checks.
All right.
Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Yeah, I know the stereotype for an Ace Combat protagonist and Project Wingman protagonist is that they are mute psychos. I would hard disagree for Talisman.
Altitude restrictions have been canceled.
I honestly think that Talisman is one of the most mentally stable
Garuda 1,
protagonists in an Ace Combat-like game, because all the lore says he is. Blaze is also probably mentally stable. Cypher, that's up to interpretation. Trigger might have some tendencies.
Warlock Battalion is a little over halfway to the objective point. Just a little longer. Warlock's Battalion is heading for the second.
And I'm pretty sure that Mobius 1 is just the consummate soldier.
Radar lock.
Like, he is the utmost professional.
Warlock's Battalion has lost half its
That's
forces.
my head
The
canon.
situation is getting
At the
worse.
very least.
Garuda team, give Quad's Battalion a hand.
Jesus.
Warlock Battalion has arrived at the second checkpoint. The mission is going as planned. We're about halfway to the objective. Warlock's Battalion is approaching the second checkpoint now. Warlock Battalion has lost half its forces.
Driver actually might be kind of psycho. Well, at the very least, he's definitely reckless. Because I think it's canonical that Driver is a repeat offender for traffic violations.
Arrived at the second checkpoint. Warlock Battalion is hanging on
But
by
the
a
fact that
planes. Provide cover
he's
immediately.
being headhunted for Magadan's new peacekeeper squadron, yeah, it's not looking good.
We have radar lock on.
Because I would be willing to say that most pilots in the Federation's peacekeeping squadrons probably aren't the most mentally stable. Call me crazy, but... Lanner, you had one fucking job!
Ground target has been eliminated.
Call me crazy. No, actually, really crazy. So yeah, totally justified Lanner bashing.
Missile struck target.
Lanner and Windhover were supposed to protect Warlock. Well, Warlock just died. Way to go, Lanner. That one's on you. Sly, if you want to land her bash, let her rip.
Lock on.
She's earned it this mission. Just-
Fox Battalion, everyone okay?
Fox Battalion has arrived at the objective point. Mission accomplished. All planes, move on to the enemy fortress. Ground unit, continue engagement.
Alright, we're going to switch to the Mark 84s.
It's time to mop the floor.
Because while the cluster bombs are good, they're...
Two unknown enemy fighters have
I
been detected.
don't
Two
really
enemy
know
fighters
what
approaching.
altitude yet to drop them at. Because unlike in 7, there's no
Reaper's emblem. Those are the aces
marker
for
as to where the
Type
individual explosions are going to take place.
There's only 2 of them. Now's our chance to take them out.
So I'm just going to go with the Mark 84s.
Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
There's only 2
Hey Shamrock, go kill.
chance to take them out. Stay with it. Get on his tail.
Bandit, dead ahead.
Look at the size of these things.
Missile listed.
They're huge.
Somebody shake me off.
I've got lock on.
Bombs away. Talisman is locked on. Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
Just a bit longer.
Enemy fortress threat level has been reduced. Garuda team, don't let your guard down.
Go away, Strigan. Now, yes, it's possible to kill the Strigans in this
One, bombs away.
mission.
Sam killed
It's
confirmed.
just extremely hard.
Lock on.
You almost need the EML to do it.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Although if you do kill them, you get assault
Gun
rifles.
range.
I'll take care of this one.
Radar lock.
Yeah, this game here is the game that really made me appreciate the F-15. Because before this, I was a Top Gun boy through and through.
One kill for Garuda.
So I was,
How
you
could
know,
that have missed?
Tomcat all the way. But this game's like, no, the Eagle is where it's at.
I have him. Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
And then
Our self-artillery has moved
Ace
into
Zero
engagement.
just further cemented my love for the Eagle.
Ground target destroyed. Enemy fortress threat level is even lower now. Maintain current level of engagement.
Garuda team, we're in good shape too. Let's turn this place
See,
up.
they always have their, on their radar, Shamrock. That just means they only get to see their incoming attacks. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of American fighter doctrine now.
Locking on.
If we send the Raptor at you, it's because we don't want you to know your death is coming. If we send the Eagle after you, it's because we want you to know that your death is coming, and we want you to say your prayers. You can't stop either one. I mean, the Raptor you will never see coming, so you won't know to try and stop it. And the Eagle is, yeah, you just can't. Statistically
Watch out.
impossible.
The enemy has a lock on you.
I'm taking fire.
Bye-bye, Sands. What's the matter, Strigan? You were talking all that good shit a second ago. Oh, I think he's gonna go afterburner and make them all miss. Yeah, that's why it's hard to get the Strigan, because he does ultra high speed laps as soon as you lock on to him. Faster than an Su-33 can actually go.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out. The enemy
Faster than your
just about
missiles.
had it. Our ground unit almost has it under control.
Which is why I say you pretty much need the EML, because he can't outrun a railgun. Yeah, plot armor via speed. Exactly.
We have radar lock on.
Alright, time to end this Tavakian's misery. Let's kill the last TGTs.
SAM kill confirmed.
I killed the sand that was just spawning from that tunnel.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
Lock on. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you. Missile missed its target.
Ground target destroyed. The Bartolomeo Fortress is under our control. Nice work, Garuda team.
Garuda team, you guys work too hard. You're stealing all our thunder. It's no time to celebrate. Crush you in due time.
Yeah, bite me.
This is Ghost Eye to all.
We have successfully
Alright,
reached
so
the-
for the next Strike Eagle, we're going all the way to the liberation of Grace Maria. And for the first time, Shamrock will not have the same
At
plane
last
as
our
we are.
day has come.
Hello,
Initiate
Fluff.
Operation
Welcome to
Free
Stream.
Enemy
How are you
forces
doing?
have thoroughly besieged Grace Mary.
Hi, Ray. Welcome to Stream. But the next aircraft is the Cypher F-15E. The hero of Ace Combat Zero, Cypher's aircraft. This aircraft's armor has been lightened to facilitate greater firepower. Fully customized preemptive striking capabilities place this fighter at the forefront of any battle. As the leader of the Republic of Ustio's mercenary Galm unit, Cypher's overwhelming fighting skills amidst the escalating conflict quickly earned him the moniker the Demon Lord of the Round Table. Way to go. Way to go, H6. Both feared and respected, his was the path of a true ace.
Talisman, which plane should I pick?
Oh wait. Let's look at stats. So stats on this plane, we get a +5 to our mobility, +15 to air, +10 to air-to-ground, a +5 in stability, and a -35 in our defense. However, there is a secret hidden mechanic. And that is... Oh wait, no, I read the wrong ones. Plus 5 mobility, plus 20 air-to-air, plus 10 air-to-ground, minus 35 defense. The other one was Pixies. I'll get to that one later. But anyway, the hidden mechanic for both Pixies and Cypher's aircraft is the gun. They sped up the RPM. It's even faster. The Cypher Strike Eagle can outburt the A-10. Piranha. I remember Wipeout 2048.
Talisman, which plane
But
should I pick?
Shamrock is not allowed to use the Cypher aircraft. So we're actually going to give him just the base area.
How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Now, is there a reason why I'm not giving Shamrock the Cypher aircraft? It's just a personal thing. The Cypher aircraft is mine. I'm the only one allowed to use it.
Garuda team, time to take off.
But the Cypher livery is my favorite livery in Ace Combat. It's simple and elegant. Oh, there is a Pixie.
Now's the time to intervene. I couldn't get your
But he's going to be
to stop you
Pixie
now. All planes assume attack formation. Take them all.
When we do the Pixie one.
Garuda 2, roger. Let's move.
I think get that stamped though.
Enemy tank has been destroyed. Enemy aircraft approaching. Be careful. Garuda 1 launched missile.
But yeah, I love flying the Cypher. I mean, I think aside from the Nosferatu, this version of the Strike Eagle has the most sorties and kills in my roster. I think the only one that beats it is the Rosgri CFA 44.
We got a lock on you from the ground.
SAM destroyed.
Okay, Shamrock, roger that. I'm on the attack. Shamrock, Fox 3. Shamrock's engaging.
Alright. Thank you for alert cross.
Watch out. They've got a lock on you from the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, just working with something else. No worries. But yeah, what is everyone's favorite Ace Combat livery in the franchise? Like mine is Cypher's F-15. You have too many? Fine, then Sly, give me your top 3. I know one of them's probably the Knight XO2. You haven't played the more colorful ones, so you're at a disadvantage. I think my top ones would be the Cypher F-15,
Enemy kill confirmed.
the Strigan Su-33, and the Rosgri's F-14.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Well, just the Rosgrees in general.
This one's fine. Missile struck target.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed. Radar lock.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
There he is. Those tracks are all the way into the tunnel. I've been screened for the hell of this island. Just get far.
Garuda 1, missile evaded.
Taking fire.
Enemy tank has been destroyed.
Runway at all costs.
Still gunners here. We're making steady progress. Just a little more to Grease Mountain Air Force Base.
Steel gunners have moved in closer to the runway. This mission is going well. Steel gunner forces have dropped again. They've lost about 60% of their firepower.
They'll be fine.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
Do they? XO2 Knight, F2A Nagase, having difficulty selecting the third.
We have radar lock on.
Oh, hello, Strike Eagle.
The missile.
I would say the War Dog F-14A, but that's basically just a strange real version of the real life Jolly
The
Rogers.
enemy has you on radar.
So I would count that as a real life livery. Amos.
Missile missed.
Now, when you do the F2A Nagase, Sly, are you talking about the A7 one or the Assault Horizon one? I think I know the answer, but I just want... I think the A7 was the Infinity one. Well, but the answer is yeah. Okay. So, the waifu wins again. Didn't like that. Oh yeah, I get that, but... If you had to pick one, would you be willing to fly with the waifu on the wing?
All enemy units have been destroyed. We've got our runway back.
Eliminate all enemy elements in the vicinity. We have recaptured
I mean, that's kind of why I like flying with the Idol
Earned this victory.
because it's
I
hilarious.
still need help out there.
Professional Estevakian pilot gets forever humiliated by getting shot down by some idiot with an anime girl on his wing. Other people complain about the Idolmaster waifu on the wing. I complain about the Idolmaster fighting my control. We are not the same.
Garuda 1, you are clear for takeoff. Initiate fire at 3 o'clock.
Speaking of Idolmasters fighting my control, the last plane on the list for today will be fighting my control. E is... yeah, that's... okay. We can take it a touch too seriously. Probably.
We're going under!
It's an arcade
There are
flight
enemy
game,
aircraft
man.
providing ESM. You'll be in a world of hurt if you let them go.
It's basically playable anime.
Your support.
Oh, jeez. Ow!
They're jamming the hell out of our signals. Take them down for us.
Enemy jammers reduce our radar efficiency and also interfere with missile fire. Be cautious. This jamming has given us a hell of a time, and having a lot of planes out here doesn't make the situation any better.
There's...
Box 3.
Eh. Come on, where's the AWAC? There's the AWACS. Yeah, I get it. Adulting takes
Watch out!
precedence.
There's a lock on you.
Thank you for joining us, Ross. Take care.
Can't do this alone.
Bye-bye.
Shoot down the enemy's
B2A Idolmaster. Nice. You'll have to send me a picture of that one, because I didn't get that in Infinity. Or, Assault Horizon. This is Infinity, okay. Yeah, I didn't get that one. I had dropped out
Back to another enemy.
relatively early on because I couldn't keep up in the tournaments with work going on. And once I lost the ability to get the F-15C Cypher, I said, fuck it.
Careful now. The enemy has you on
I'm done.
Enemy fighter destroyed. That's your ninth one. Keep it up.
I still did the single player, though, but I didn't do the multiplayer anymore.
Radar lock.
Mission accomplished. Looks like I owe you guys again, Garota team. Shamrock, you guys are the greatest.
Damn right we are.
How did you take me off?
First enemy jammer aircraft destroyed.
Stream is stuttering. Yeah, the game's stuttering a bit. I'm pretty sure it's the Xbox.
radar.
Oh, is it the sound? Yeah, the Xbox Live Party ended. Every hour it does that. Pick it back. Okay. Well, since the game's paused, might as well check it. Oh my god. The B2 Idol man. All the waifus. It also it's also following the Naruto highly visible ninja sort of thing. Instead of big black Dorito chip, it's big neon pink Dorito chip with cute anime girls on the wings. Isn't this supposed to be a stealth bomber? Fuck you. Who needs stealth? Who needs stealth when you have the power of God and anime on your side?
Missile closing in. Evade.
Yep, there's game stuttering.
Enemy aircraft downed.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Radar lock.
Air pressure dropping. The radar is responding. It's not 100%, but it's getting better.
Missile evaded.
So what do we have left?
All enemy jammers are down. We have secured air
All right.
superiority over Grace Maria.
Now for our city. Let's take back what's ours.
Roger.
Okay.
I've got
There's
your back.
steel gunners. Question is, will I be able to land in time? Yeah, I can make this. Shut up, Grace Mary Base Controller. I know what I'm doing. One thing that I really hope comes back is mid-mission takeoff and landings. Like, not return line, but where the airfield is actually there. Because it adds a lot more to the feeling. Because while you're doing this, or landing in the mission, you can get shot. It adds an element of risk. You're not too late for the entertainment. We're in my favorite
Watch out. The enemy has a lock.
non-CFA aircraft ever.
Captain Ford of the Marigold. We're about
The Cypher F-15E Strike Eagle.
to support.
The enemy's got troops on the bridge. Take care of them.
Impressive I landed. Well, it's impressive the fact that I did it.
Stay sharp.
I went from like 8,000 miles per hour to less than, or to 0 in less than a mile.
I confirmed another enemy ship sent to the bottom.
That's the impressive part.
You're doing great, Garuda team. Continue on with the mission. Warlock Battalion has taken more damage. They've lost about 60% of their forces.
Warlock's fine. They've got Lantern.
Anyone out there? We need support over here. This is Regulus and from the Leonid team. We've secured all American troops confined to the recaptured facility. Looks like they turned this place into a prison camp. We've also taken
Also, welcome to KO.
release the prisoners.
I forgot if I said that. In hindsight, I probably should have picked an operation that isn't naval.
Our enemies at sea
Because the
have been
Strike
destroyed.
Eagle doesn't
Very
really
good.
have
Start
any
moving into the bay.
great anti-ship weapons.
Roger that.
It's got some decent ones, but not great ones.
The Stogies really messed up our city. Just look at this place.
Enemy hit. Enemy ship sent under.
Try not to hit the
Although
bridge, Talisman.
double casting
Right of our
cluster
city.
bomb seems to work.
Lock on. Warlock Battalion is in a crisis situation. They're barely hanging on by a thread.
All tanks keep on moving. Keep to the shadows until air support arrives.
Taking a direct hit port side, unable to advance.
Roger. Heading over to engage the enemy.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
Snap 15, anything you slap on us harpoon is going to be decent. This is true. This is an A6
Enemy plane in
F-15.
gun range.
The enemy's barrage is lighting up. One final push should do it. Stop that American fleet! They're trying to push into the bay. I can see that, Tawari. Follow me. We drop down fast and aim for the breach.
Enemy hit. Enemy cruiser sent under. destroyed. The Marigold's operation is going well.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
15th enemy ship has been destroyed.
Mission Command, 6, 3, 7, and 8 are almost completely destroyed. We're finished.
My electrical system's fried. I've lost monitoring capabilities. Retreat is not an option. We're gonna fight to the last man.
Well, then you're all gonna die. Because retreat is not an option for us, and I have the power of protagonist.
Bring our ships closer together. We're gonna stop the enemy.
Nice shots, Shamrock.
Radar lock. Enemy down.
A missile! Talisman, take evasive action!
Increase radar power. We're gonna open the way with a missile volley.
Enemy hit.
Fired!
And there we go.
Those by enemy ships have been eliminated. Many thanks to Garuda Team, the American Aces. Second flagship Marigold to all forces. We are moving into attack formation.
I love it when Marigold says that. Many thanks to Garuda Team, the Marion Aces.
Track towards Central Grayson area.
I like that appellation for us.
Right? Spare me the commentary. I'm doing the driving here. Anyway, there's a little tunnel up ahead where they keep...
It's a lot better than the OC and Big Shots.
With the tunnel we dug on the other side. The tunnel ends up about 1.5 feet from the central bank.
Enemy forces throughout Great
Fucking
Area
hell.
have been eliminated. Mission accomplished. We've got our capital back.
We finally did it. We've got our city back.
I can't film my landing.
Who is this?
The real war has just begun.
Who the hell is this? What are you talking
And
about?
now for a character that honestly was wasted.
Corrupt governments and foreign lands are no longer worth fighting to protect. There's only one thing worth protecting now.
Unknown aircraft approaching
Pasternak
fast.
could have been a
This may be an
great
attack.
character, an antagonist, but they
Launching
spent
missile.
a lot of the
It's a fighter.
spent a lot of the
Last one.
cutscene time hyping him up, but
Missiles
we only
approaching at
fight him
high
in this
speed. Multiple missiles
battle.
approaching. Evade.
Yeah, shit.
Enemy dead ahead.
It's time to let my sins take reign. This is the inevitable fate Ulysses heralded in.
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
This one's mine.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
It would have been better if they taken
Enemy at 6 o'clock.
Crimson Squadron approach. Kinda. I think if he showed up in, say, Moloch Desert, leading the ambush against Garuda, and then withdrawing after we destroyed enough planes to allow us to retreat, that probably would have been cool. And we would have gotten to know Pasternak more. So yeah, I think so.
Hit on your tail. You okay? Lock on.
Ow, ow, ow. Fine.
Missiles approaching. They're coming fast again.
Or like a Yellow 13 approach to it.
Enemy at 6 o'clock.
where we see him occasionally, but we can't actually shoot him down because as soon as we damage him, he has to return to base or something. Like bingo fuel or something, I don't know.
Radar lock. Missile struck target.
I gotta eat through his armor.
Garuda 1 launched missile. Missile struck target.
Ow, fuck.
Garuda 1 has taken damage.
I heal. The reason why I have to keep healing is I have no defense in this aircraft. More so than the Yellow 13 aircraft, but Cypher's bonuses to mobility and firepower come at the expense of armor. And I've come way too far to reset the checkpoint.
Destroyer team has fled to combat airspace.
Well, the problem with Crimson Zakale is C1 is horribly written and is insane. Pasternak has the potential to be a very good character, a very well written character.
War is over. Talisman.
We just don't get the opportunity to see it.
Our people are rising up.
They've opened up the gate to our city.
But the reason why he goes
Thank for this.
1v everyone me brah against the Marians is so he can buy time for his squadron to flee. So they're not dead.
We took her back.
That's a self-sacrifice I don't think C1 could do.
Ours again. Home sweet home. Well, Talisman, it's been some journey. That's our finish line right down there, boys. My house. I think you'll like my wife's quiche.
Alright.
Grace Maria is finally free.
I believe there's
The
2
occupying
more
Estavakian forces
Eagles
have been
left.
wiped out. Great execution
No,
of
3
this
more,
mission
never
has
mind.
handed us
That's
a
right.
clear overall victory in the war. We're still taking light resistance in a few limited areas.
We've got
But
3,
it's only a matter
4,
of time before we
5,
have
6,
complete
7,
control
8
of
more
the
aircraft to go.
Our officials should
Oh,
start
boy.
drawing up a good job. You two are a part of history.
Yeah. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to go to Sipley Field just for time purposes. C1 is insane. Yeah, he's definitely insane. He also canonically dies in Mission 18 because King's is a dream sequence.
You've been
Fight
ordered
me.
to start the mission now. The interception op was a
Alright, so the next one has almost the same stats, but it's Pixie. Armor has been lightened to increase stability with an array of counter-strike customizations. This aircraft can immediately adapt to changes on the battlefield. The Republic of Ustio Mercenary Golem Unit number 2. Pixie nearly lost his left wing during combat, but miraculously completed the mission and returned to base, earning him the name Soloing Pixie. He continued his military career, earning numerous accolades as Cypher's wingman. Now the stat bonuses. We get the same mobility, plus 15, plus 15 air-to-air instead of plus 20, plus 10 A to G, plus 5 stability, which is a little bit more than, Cypher didn't get that. Still minus 35 to defense. And still increased Vulcan rounds per minute.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select?
And we're going to go ahead and give him Pixie, because, you know,
How about my weapon?
he's a
Are you ready
wingman.
to fly?
That's fine.
Garuda team, time to take off.
I just don't like giving Shamrock Cypher. For reasons. This doesn't feel right.
To all forces. We're about to engage enemy
But,
units on the other side of the river from multiple
believe it or not,
angles.
Ace Combat 6 is how I learned about the fact that the F-15E actually was able to fly with only one wing.
Provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate
Because
all
I was
occupied
researching
ground forces.
Pixie's story,
Choose any
because of
area
this
you want to
DLC
cover.
right here,
Plus the return
and that's how I
elimination
found out
supplies.
about
It's
the
at
Israeli
south end
pilot
airspace.
that collided with an A4 Sky Raider,
Booster, huh?
landed, and only afterwards realized, holy shit, I lost a wing. But as for his livery, I mean, it's impressive,
Use the Operation ID
but
device when the battle gets
I
too
like
heavy.
symmetry,
Your radar display can be toggled for each
so I don't
operation.
like the fact that only one wing is colored. I understand the reasoning for it. It just messes with my OCD. Yeah, other than the livery, there's... Pixies is better probably for air to ground because of the slight bonus to stability it gets, and the fact that it takes a hit to air,
Take them out before they cross the bridge.
or it doesn't have as much of a bonus to air as Cypher does.
Garuda 1,
Um,
Fox 2.
But other than that, these aircraft are
Ground target has been
basically
eliminated.
the same in terms of stats.
I've got lock on.
And by that I mean their stats are fantastic. I mean, they are the aircraft of two of Strange Reel's most talented and successful aces, so it makes sense.
Box 2.
In gun range.
Enemy facility reduced to rubble. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Looking good. Where's the enemy? Don't stop firing. Don't let them advance.
This one's mine.
Don't stop firing.
Talisman is locked on.
Yes, bagged another enemy.
We've taken control of the gun site. Thanks for the air support. Those guys are reliable. The two gunners here are moving to attack main enemy forces from the west.
Roger that. Garuda team, move on to a different unit.
Enemy chopper shot down. This is Warlock. We're about to contain the main enemy forces across the river. Blast the hell out of anything that moves.
You got it.
Ghost Eye to Garuda team, listen up. Aircraft that have already completed their operation objective are being sent your way. Call them in when you need backup.
Looks like they've got some anti-aircraft guns in the mix. Better go and ready for anything. Finish them off before they cross the bridge. Better take them all out at once. Anti-aircraft guns, get what's
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Armored vehicle has been destroyed.
All units, report your status. About half the enemy forces are down. I don't think they'll be getting in any further. Our firepower is far
God, the autocannon in this game is so great. And the fact that the
Lock on!
Ustio duo have increased fire rate makes it just so much better to use the gun.
ESM is active. SAM kill confirmed. Garuda 1, Fox 2.
How is this even possible? I mean, we're outnumbered.
How's it possible? Well, you forgot one very important thing, Estevakian.
We have
I'm
radar
here,
on.
and I am protagonist.
I have him!
Right on time, Steel Gunners. Moving into offensive. I'm taking fire. I missed. Pull them back. Don't let them get any closer.
Enemy aircraft down.
All tanks, it's time to wrap this up. Take them all out.
Walk's battalion is a small-scale unit. Don't let the enemy surround them. They'll need the best backup you've got to offer.
They can't handle us. Time to land royal with this little bastard. Highlight some skills. So he got shot down. That's what I like to hear.
Talisman, don't go thinking we can win this war all by ourselves. If the enemy becomes more than you can handle, don't be afraid to request allied support.
I mean, I know, but
Careful now.
I'm
The enemy
pretty
has
sure
you on
I can
radar.
win this war all by
Ground
myself.
target destroyed.
And in A6, you can win the war all by yourself. But the point is you don't have to. That's what I like about A6's gameplay versus, say, A7's is
Enemy forces have been
it
dealt
does
a blow.
kind
All
of
planes, move into action against any forces still
reinforce the
remaining.
fact that you're not alone. You can fight as a one-man army if you want. But the American military is always there to back you up if you need it. Which is nice.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you. I've got a lock.
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Fox 2.
Missile missed its target.
Although conversely, at least story-wise, the spare arc in A7 did a really great job of hammering home the fact that you are alone. Because anytime something bad happens,
Just cross over the safety line and head back to
everyone
base if you
ran
need
away
supplies.
except for one person.
Half
Tabloid.
of the remaining enemy forces are down.
We're halfway there.
Hurry, the enemy's breathing down our backs.
Careful now.
It wasn't until mission 9 that Spare Squadron actually started, you know, being a squadron. Hey! Fuck you!
Stop firing! Retreat!
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you.
There aren't many stovies left out here. All planes, we're almost done. Don't get shot. Please respond. Anyone! HQ! HQ! Damn it!
Okay.
This area has been cleared of enemy forces. Mission complete. Get back to base.
Looks like I won the bet.
That's one step closer to Grace Maria. Garuda 1, I've got a hunch we'll be going home a lot sooner with you on board. I'm counting on you, Talisman.
I just eyes after he said, "Damn it."
Thanks to your efforts, we have completed this mission successfully. Emerian Force. This mission
All right,
should have
2
given
more
you a
Eagles. Next, we're going to Vitose for time purposes. And every plane has one. The Rosgrees. And it's the same stat layout as all the Rosgrees. Plus 15 to defense, plus 10 stability, minus 10 to air and air to ground. It's just that this is one of the more capable Rosgrees aircraft because the base stats are already so much that other than livery, it really doesn't need
Garuda 1, which plane should I select?
the buff to
My
defense.
weaponry. Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Oh wait,
How about
no, this is
Garuda 1?
Vitose.
Which
Why do
plane
I
should
have bombs?
select? Garuda 1, are we ready to fly?
Garuda team, time to take off.
It's still a great livery, and I'd still highly recommend it for newer players.
Through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose.
But
They're here. Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land
the
there
Eagle
at
already
any
has
time.
good enough defense that, is it really worth taking the hits to air and air to ground?
Garuda team, a formation of enemy bombers is on its way to Vitose. Take them out.
Fight a good fight, Troops. We're our only hope.
This territory's all we've got left. Garuda team, it's in your hands. We've got to intercept those bombers. Stay within range of the radar facility. That should give you the upper hand in battle.
Where are the enemy bombers?
Work with our radar facilities on the ground. They should be able to help you out.
Look at all that smoke.
They're under attack on the front line. Our air defense network won't last much longer.
I've been strange. Who the hell did that?
And I would think I said it during the Ace 5
Enemy bombers
showcase,
detected on radar.
but
It looks like another formation.
I just gotta reiterate, I really love the look of the Eagle family. Like, it looks like a deadly machine of war, but it's not like super aggressive about it. Like, it looks like a good guy plane. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I'm American, but
Second enemy bomber is down.
like the flanker, it looks like a deadly aircraft too. Don't get me wrong, but it kind of has more like a shark appearance, so it kind of gives off like a villain
Rise!
or an antagonist type of aircraft.
More enemy bombers incoming.
Which, I mean, it's further reinforced by Ace Combat, where most of your enemy aces are in flankers, or flanker families.
Fox 3.
Turn, turn!
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Target hit.
I'm not saying that the flankers couldn't work as airplanes. In fact,
Good work.
even Ace Combat, in Ace 2, the hero plane is the Su-35.
Bombers are still incoming.
Because the
Stay sharp.
Su-35 is Scarface's canonical plane, other than the XFA-27 Firebird. But,
Box 3.
I don't know.
That's it. Let's get this over with quick.
The flanker just looks like a very aggressive aircraft, kind of like I said, a shark. Which, props to Ace Assault Horizon for giving Markov a shark theme, because the shark mouth looks really good on the flanker. But whereas the F-15, I mean, it looks like it could deal a lot of damage,
Missile struck target.
but it doesn't look overtly aggressive, if you know what I mean.
Bomber number 8 confirmed down.
It looks more like fuck around and find out sort
Don't
of
worry
thing.
about the escorts. Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Intercept.
All enemy bombers have been eliminated. We somehow plucked every last one of them.
So I guess if you put
Enemy
the
bomber formation is confirmed down.
instead of a good and
I have
even
to say,
alignment
you
for
handled
the
things well.
eagle and the flanker, I guess the eagle would be more toward the lawful side of it, whereas
That
the
avalanche.
flanker would be
Now
more
Desperate Porch is
chaotic.
gunned down and missing in action.
That's pretty harsh, Ghost Eye.
All planes, it's time to get on home now. Try and make it back for supper.
If that makes any sense. Yeah, I just kind of went onto that
bombers have been
tangent because
intercepted.
there's nothing really
Our forces have
spectacular
taken
to say about the Rosgrees. 15 does make, okay, thank God somebody knows what, somebody at least somewhat understands what I'm trying to say. All right, so the next one, or the
We've
last
got a
eagle,
large unit of troops on Rollins Plain.
is the Idolmaster. The Idolmaster Chihaya Kisaragi aircraft. Although a little difficult to handle when in a bad mood, this aircraft's talent is undeniable. Keep your head up, spread your wings, and take to the skies. And our stat block here, we've got plus 10 mobility, plus 5 to speed, plus 10 air-to-air, plus 5 air-to-ground, plus 5 stability, minus 40 defense. Yeah, I know, Sly, it's definitely one of the most popular Idolmaster planes, and it's actually my favorite, partially because of the blue, and partially because of the stats. We lose 18 AIM-9C Sidewinders. We gain 12 AMRAAMs. Lose 5 Mark 84s. We gain 48 CBU 87s. And we lose 23 Mavericks. Now, its quirk is it flies perfectly normal until you get hit. Once you get hit, the plane will stall violently for a couple seconds. And you take massive damage because you have minus 40 armor. But you can recover if you've got enough time. But if you get hit while you're strafing on the deck, well, you're just fucked. I've had that happen more than once.
Talisman, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
But, of all the Idolmasters, this is the only one that I actually have a skin of in A7. Granted, it's not for the Strike Eagle. I've got it for the F-15J because I thought that'd be more appropriate.
Garuda team, time to take off.
The Weeb Eagle gets the Weeb skin.
All planes, listen up. Our forces are completely surrounded.
No, I
over wide
love the
We've got 6
design
seconds of
and
operation to
color
concentrate on.
of
Use
this
your radar to check
Idol
enemy
Master
position
skin.
and move out to each area.
It is easy to see why it's one of the more popular
Our
ones.
forces could get wiped out at any second now.
That's right. Our ground unit is on its last legs trying to keep them covered. Return to base if you need supplies. No use fighting on an empty stomach.
Enemy forces approaching. Prepare to intercept.
Strike on 11. Roger that.
Garuda team, initiate close range air
I love
support.
the drawl that
Get
they
out there
gave
and
that
hit
one
where you can.
Strigan guy.
Bust some heads, Talisman. Take care of business.
That Strigan guy is definitely Texan.
Stogies are after our runway.
Garuda team, back up Gavial Tank Battalion.
Yeah, the speed on this aircraft is fantastic. It's actually more maneuverable than the Cypher aircraft. And it's much faster. Its only downfall is its quirk. Ow! See? I took a shot and immediately nosedived.
Garuda 1, you have entered the landing corridor. Lower your landing gear and prepare for touchdown.
The enemy threat level has dropped again, as Davakians are down to 30% of their forces.
Stay focused. The enemy hasn't given up yet.
Any planes who need supplies can land on the runway. I repeat, any planes who need supplies can land on the runway.
Ow! Yeah, I ate that. Someone immediately nosedove.
Takeoff complete. Good luck up there.
Are there any fighters available to cover Barracuda Battalion?
No, you're not. Oh, it's Lanner again. No wonder why the Dragon Busters are having some problems. Lanner not a good escort.
Garuda 1, you have entered the landing corridor. Lower your landing gear and prepare for touchdown.
Dragon Busters have lost about 40% of their forces. They can't do this alone.
They're not alone. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said, this thing reacts violently upon getting hit.
Let's take on enemy forces at the rear. Grizzly Battalion's gotta make it back to the city. I missed. Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Thanks to you guys, we got this place in check. A couple of real-life guardian angels. Jeez, what about us? Oh yeah, you guys. The machine gun fire can do a little work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to at that angle.
Oh yeah, you guys. The machine gun fire can do a little work.
Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Alright, let's go save Sherpa.
Good luck up there.
Apparently Shamrock got his Strigan.
Enemy forces have dropped to 30%. Just a little more, Garuda team.
We're just engineers. Fighting wars and rolling stuff up is what you guys are for.
A missile! Talisman, take evasive action!
Hang in there. We're gonna take back our land. For America!
We evaded the missile circling around. Missile, heads up, number 2. Fox 2. Look out, missile's closing in.
Nice kill!
Video game.
Radar lock. Target hit.
Ha! Another one down.
Enemy forces within Operation Airspace have been eliminated. Nice work.
Thanks for the great air support. Remember a lot, community. Retreat now! We can't afford to lose the entire unit. We can't advance.
We've received a telegram from HQ Command. You're to go after an Estovakian unit that's just started pulling out of action.
I'm a lot better at chasing than being chased.
Alright, where's Strigan? There he is. Do not hesitate, show no mercy. Do what must be done. Yay, the mobile radar station has our back, guys. Alright, fuck you. Yep.
Lock on.
Fuck you!
Lanner here. I got a visual ID on the target. Commencing attack.
Well, looks like Slovakian pride isn't worth much. You just got your butt kicked by a dude with a waifu plane. Wait, where the fuck is the... Oh, I'm right over it. Okay.
Almost in effective range. Fox 2. Missile struck target.
Garuda 1, you have entered the lane. Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Do 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 do.
I'm still good to go. I'm not giving up.
Takeoff complete. Good luck up there.
Alright, we're approaching the 2-hour mark, and we haven't even touched the Rafales yet. Do we go full blast and look at the Rafales tonight, or do we wait for next week?
Bombs away.
I've got a lock.
Radar lock.
Garuda 2 launched missile. I bagged one.
Armored vehicle has been destroyed.
Crickets.
Lock on.
Okay, so we gotta go
That
this
ground
way.
target's history.
Enemy tank has been destroyed. This mission is going well. All forces, keep the pressure on.
Of course we'll keep the pressure on. We're at war here.
Damn it.
Can't handle the load. Where's Stricken Team?
Gotcha.
Shamrock got him. Nice. Alright, well, time to take out the Slovakian FOB.
Garuda 1, bombs away. Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Watch out. They've got a lock on you from the ground.
Roger that. Heading over to offer backup. Sky Kid here. I've been straight. Who the hell did that?
Garuda 2 launched missile. Bullseye.
Sam kill confirmed.
Ground target has been eliminated. The threat level for remaining Slovakian forces is down to about 60%.
Hands for the angels.
We have radar lock on.
Well, I'm getting hungry, so I'm probably gonna say we'll do the Rafales next week
Forces is about 40%.
and pair them up with the F-117. You already said that.
The threat level for remaining Estevakian forces is down to about 20%.
All planes, this is a hell of a dance. Keep up those nice moves.
I've got a lock.
Enemy forces have been eliminated from the mission areas. That's enough
Alrighty.
for today. Time to get on.
And with that,
I
the
got a
look at
task
the
with
Strike
more numbers.
Eagles is basically done. We'll head back to
Don't
the
give me that
hangar
sky, kid. It's past
to
your
rank
bedtime.
them.
You make a scary mother, Ghost Eye. But I guess we should
But after that, we're going to go ahead and call it a stream. Alright.
Our besieged unit between all.
Okay, so if I were to rank the Strike Eagles here, I'd say that the bottom of the barrel, and it pains me to say this, but it is the active stripes. I love the livery, but you take a hit to everything, every stat, and ammo count, just for 15 extra points of mobility. I just don't feel like it's worth it, because you kind of specialize, and the Strike Eagle is not a specialized aircraft. It's multi-role, so it kind of goes against the point. Number 5 would be the Bay Cimmerian. That's not to say that it's a bad plane. It's just kind of fifth of the best, you know. The Strike Eagle is, I think, the second best aircraft in this game, and that's only because of CFA-44 exists. If it wasn't for that, I would be using nothing but the Strike Eagle in all my playthroughs. But the other DLCs just add a little bit more. Number 4 is the Rosgrees. It adds a little bit more to defense. And while it does take a hit to air-to-air, air-to-ground, the stats are already high enough to begin with that you won't really notice it other than a little bit slower lock-on speeds. But the added stability will make your unguided weaponry that much more accurate. So I think it's enough of a trade-off that it beats the base stats. Now number 3 is Chiaha. One of the best Idolmaster planes. It's also one of the most agile. The main thing that holds this one back isn't necessarily the lack of defense. I mean, I ranked the Yellow 13 flanker to be the best, despite the fact that its defense is tissue paper. The reason why that holds this back is the fact that when you do get hit, you stall violently. So it's a little hard to control in that regard. Number 2 would be Pixie. Fantastic use of the Strike Eagle. I love the fact that it has an upgrade to the gun, and the fact that, yeah, it takes a hit to your defense, but everything else gets boosted. So, I mean, the only thing that's better is Cypher. I mean, he's the Demon Lord of the Round Table for a reason. Pretty much all your stats are boosted except for defense. This is the most versatile aircraft in the game in terms of weapon stat-wise. It's got increased gun to make it even more overpowered than it normally is. The livery is perfect. I can't really find a fault with this aircraft. And the fact that I've got 3,453 kills with this aircraft alone should say something. The only... Let's see here. Yeah, the only one that's any higher is the Rosgreave CFA-44. But anyway, that will be the end of the stream for today. I'm sorry I didn't get to the Rafals, but I need food, and the missions took longer than I thought. But tomorrow we will be going to Arkham Mansion and Arkham Asylum to rescue Dr. Young and retrieve her notes on the Titan formula. Saturday in Arella's Baldur's Gate 3 campaign, we make our way into Act 2, into the shadow-cursed lands of Moonrise. Then on Sunday, in the Insanity of Victor Shepard, we finish up the remaining 3 loyalty missions, 2 non-combat and 1 combat. Thane, Sins of the Father, Samara the Ardakyakshi, and Jacob, Gift of Greatness. Monday, in Final Fantasy X, we are going to cheat our way through a Blitzball tournament to finally try and get the World Champion weapon so we can finally break Port Ifrit's damage limit. Next Wednesday in Carolina, or in the Floof Crew Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, we're going to go to the Iron Throne. The reason why we didn't do it last night was because bad weather made it where not all of us made it home on time. So, yeah. It just made traffic longer. And the next week, we check out the Rafale M, Sapin's finest. The other great multi-role aircraft. Actually, it does beat out the Strike Eagle in one aspect alone. And you'll find out what that is next week. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow in Batman Arkham Asylum.